Today I want to talk with you guys about what I think is probably the greatest thing to ever come to Overwatch. And no, I ain't talking about Tracer's booty pose, although that was pretty awesome. I'm talking about custom games. Now, before you shut off this video and say, Force, whatever. We've had custom games in the past. We have the brawls, the arcade. There's already too much junk out there that I don't enjoy. Listen, this is different. The new custom game mode that's on the Overwatch PTR right now opens up such a wide array and variety of new ways to play Overwatch. It's almost mind-boggling. They've basically taken the custom games that we've had with the game for the past 6 or so months and jacked it up like 100 times in terms of the different things that you can do, the options that you have at your disposal. It's really nuts. They let you alter the speed of projectiles, they let you change the duration of cooldowns, remove abilities entirely, they let you increase or decrease move speed, they let you change the speed of capping things, they let you decide what mix of any of the stuff that you want, what heroes that you want, if you're gonna have a single elimination. So many awesome things, and just after a few days, I've had some of the most fun that I've had in Overwatch playing through these custom games. But just to give you an example of some stuff, you've seen some of the footage in the background, some of the favorite stuff that I've tested out. The first one, and the one that you probably hear the most about, is the boss mode gameplay, where you have a side with one person playing a beefed up hero, and then the opposing team trying to take that player out. And one that I played this afternoon was really fun. It was an elimination mode style, so all the boss had to do was try to kill each person on your team of 6, and if he did, he was successful. If you kill the boss, you win. No respawns in this boss mode thing made it a lot more tense and enjoyable, and I was playing in one that had Reinhardt as the boss, and it was actually really cool because they made it so that he had to get within melee range to take you out, but if he got close enough, he did a ton of damage. And one that I'd like to see more of is Pharah being the boss. I tested that out myself just against bots, and I thought that was a lot of fun. A really fast moving Pharah that can constantly be jumping. It's a really scary boss, basically. Now, beyond that, there's been a few other modes that I've really enjoyed. One was the Omnic Crisis, where we have a team of Bastions and a Zenyatta versus a team of Reinhardts and Mercy. And the Reinhardts and Mercy just have to try to stop the Omnics from pushing the payload. It was on the map Eichenwald, which I think is very fitting, given part of the Omnic Crisis took place there. One other thing that I also played and I really enjoyed was this Counter-Strike Go version, where movement speed is adjusted, abilities are taken away, and you just have a bunch of heroes with hit-scan weapons, sort of like in Counter-Strike. It was really cool. I had a lot of fun in that one as well. Or you could do crazy, like, sped-up game modes, where everyone gets huge increased movement speed and no cooldowns on their abilities, and it's like wild and zany times. You can make an homage to Quake, which I played this afternoon, which just has a bunch of Pharahs with really high movement speed and really fast-moving rockets. Again, there's just so much potential, and there's so much that could be done, and I'm really digging it so far, and I really can't. This is just on the PTR, on the PC. I can't wait until these tools make it into the live servers and into the masses of people who play Overwatch, because I really think that we're gonna see some pretty amazing game modes and custom games that will come out of this that I think that people are really gonna gravitate towards you. I can't overstate how enjoyable this has been for me. It's been absolutely great. I'm having just a blast of the time. But it's these cool ideas that you know, Blizzard could potentially do. They could potentially make official versions of this stuff and make their own maps and add their own tweaks to it. But instead, they've given us the tools to do the things that we enjoy ourselves, to try out these different options and let them organically become successful. And I think it's almost genius because it lets Blizzard, if they give us strong enough tools, it lets them just see what we do, see what we make, and see what people play. As of right now, I think the boss maps, the boss modes have been the most popular. Every time I search for boss in the browser, a huge list of things come up. Now, one thing I do think Blizzard needs to do, well, there's a couple things. First off, I'd like to see more options than what we have right now. I'd like them to let us tweak absolutely everything. It would be cool if we could alter the way skills function. We can change projectile speeds, but what about giving us even more options to change different things? That would be really cool. What about giving us options to have a map editor to actually make our own maps? And to top that off, I do want to say one thing I do think that they could improve is discoverability. As it stands right now, you can search for anything you want by typing in a keyword, but you can't really get a good grasp as to what's popular. Yeah, you could filter by how many players are in a lobby, so it can basically show you which lobbies are full, but I wish that they would add, and I would hope in the future future that they add some way to show like the most popular game mode. It's sort of a way to present quality. If there's a game mode that a ton of people are playing all the time, that tells you this is probably a good game. Hopefully Blizzard does something to do that. But once more, not to sound ungrateful, as I stated at the top, this is one of the greatest things to ever happen to Overwatch. The fact that Blizzard has given us so many options and really letting us kind of go wild and tweak the game and play the game in the manner that we enjoy the most. I'm digging it, and I can easily say right now that I think this is going to be the way that I almost play Overwatch the most in the future. Sure, I'm going to jump into competitive and take part in the ladder and the climb and all of that stuff, but that's the serious side of it. I feel like these new custom games with the option of searching for things through the server browser is more of the fun side of Overwatch, the less serious, more wacky and zany, and as such enjoyable way to play the game. And I'm super excited for the future and what this could mean for the game. All right, everybody, that is gonna do it for me here today. As always, love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hope you all have a good one, and until next time, I'll see you later.